because tonight we're going to show you a wacky Chicago inventor who's come up with a game he thinks may be the next Rubik's Cube.
And then, a man who just may have invented the next Rubik's
Yeah, well, keep working. We're taking a break from ice skating with everybody's favorite toy, the Rubik's Cube. You got a sign done. Let me try, see if I can do one, too. Well, just about everybody's been baffled and mystified with this thing, and I've just messed up the side you did, so why don't you take it back. Anyway, it's been such a big seller. It's so popular. Everybody's wondering what's going to be the next Rubik's Cube that everybody's going to want to try. Well, we have a candidate. It's called the Ibex, and it's a fascinating game that a fellow from Chicago has put together. The guy's name is Sheldon Shacket. A little funny name. He's a very funny guy, but he's come up with something that is mystifying. It may defy the laws of gravity. Watch this thing. It could be the next Rubik's. Take a look. These people are about to enter a new dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind-bending mystery. Using these metal parts that are not magnetic, they will magnetize them. Then, taking the magnet away, they will astound themselves by watching these objects continue to stick together, seemingly in defiance of the laws of gravity. Amazing, impossible, but true. These people have entered the Ibex zone.
Oh my God, it worked.
Yes, indeed, it worked. And with practice, players of the Ibex can accomplish all sorts of physical phenomena or rack their brains trying this new and captivating puzzle. Meet Sheldon Shacket, creator of the Ibex. By day, this Chicagoan is an art director for a local advertising agency. But beneath the beret pulsates a brain filled with thoughts, ideas, inventions, and gimmicks that can only be described as unusual. Here's an example of one of the campaigns that Sheldon worked on. It's for the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Told you he was a little offbeat. Yes, here is another side of Sheldon Shacket, riding a build-it-yourself electric mini-bike that he designed. But let's not get ahead of our story. Sheldon's first love right now is the Ibex. It's named after some mysterious imaginary animal of ancient Egypt. It's a simple device, really, which makes it even more mysterious. There are 4 metal spheres, a metal stick, or a probe, he calls it, and a magnet. Shacket came up with the puzzle while tinkering in his basement, working with a stack of magnets a friend had given him.
One day, I happened to take a ball and put it on a magnet, and took a stick and pulled it, and I saw that it would actually attract away the ball. And from this phenomenon, I experimented with it. I went on vacation, and in about 2 weeks, I came up with all of the tricks.
The tricks, or effects as Sheldon also calls them, start with the basic eye-opener, using the stick to suspend the ball in midair above the magnet. From here, there are all kinds of different combinations you can do that take lots of practice with the Ibex.
I'm going to add a ball here. I'm going to add a ball here. Now, what I'm going to try to do is show you something here. This actually has a retention of magnetism. What I mean to say is if you move the magnet completely, it still stays up. Now, some of these tricks are based on this particular phenomenon, which is to say that you can take the magnet, which is here, and put it over here.
It's still holding.
It still stays up. This is the principle of residual magnetism. That steel items, when they are charged with magnetism, have a tendency to retain that magnetism for a certain period of time. When the magnet is removed, the Ibex is the only device that can trap magnetism permanently into non-magnetic bodies.
So that's the principle behind the puzzle. It's science, not magic, that makes it work. And now that we know that, here's the toughest trick in the Ibex book, the 23rd and final effect Sheldon devised. Hanging 3 spheres and the stick without the magnet.
I'm going to slowly pull away this magnet, and I'm going to gently move it.
You did it.
The most difficult effect, effect 23.
They're not magnetic, and yet they're holding. This may look simple, but remember, Sheldon is the inventor of the game and a master at it. He's worked thousands of hours to accomplish these feats. Beginners have a rougher time, much rougher. I'm going to impress my friends with this. Watch. Man. Look at that. Oh. Obviously, it takes an unusual mind to come up with an idea like the Ibex, and as we said, Sheldon's is unusual, especially when you consider he's had very little scientific training.
I try to do things that I don't know whether they're possible or impossible to do. I just do them based on gut reaction. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then, I have nothing to lose.
Sheldon does some serious work. He's written a book about electric vehicles and spends lots of time in the basement working on motorized bikes, trikes, and mini bikes. This electric model uses an automobile battery and starter. Shacket says you can build it yourself for under $100. Right now, though, the Ibex is his top priority. Shacket sold thousands of them in stores and through the mail, and reaction has been so good he can't keep up with the orders.
Do you think this will ever become as popular as Rubik's Cube?
Only if I get very lucky, and that is to say if I get a lot of mass marketing and probably go to a bigger toy company.
This is the Ibex assembly line. No one would ever confuse it with General Motors or the company that makes Rubik's Cube. Sheldon puts his toys together in his dining room with his father, friends, and 82-year-old Eula Daly providing quality control. But while Shacket can't turn out the numbers like the cube makers, he feels he can offer a toy that's just as stimulating, and maybe more so.
To some people, they will never be able to even come close to even filling in one side of the Rubik's Cube. And as a consequence, the toy does not receive the play it should receive. At least with the Ibex, we know that people will be playing it for a while because they can do some of the lesser effects and always try to achieve the more difficult ones.
It's driving me nuts.
It's frustrating fun, should I say.
What do you think of it?
Hard.
It's rough, but it's fun, because you want to do it. And it's possible, because I did it already. Almost.
With a little practice, you can get pretty good. Oh.
So even if the Ibex doesn't sweep the country the way the Cube has, the toy has already caught on here. I guess you might say it has a magnetic personality.
Okay, give him a hand.
Gentle, gentle.
Hey, wasn't that Ibex neat?
Yeah!
I thought it was fabulous. Hey, listen, let's forget this Cube, forget everything. Let's go skate, okay? Come on, let's go, all right? Come on. Oh. Stay with us. We'll tell you what's on tomorrow night when we come back.